Hi there. Thanks for joining me. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're old here, and even if you're in between. I'm working on 4 little mischiefs still, and you're going to see I got quite a bit of work done yesterday. I didn't turn my camera on yesterday. As much as I love having time with you, because I really do feel like you're all here. I imagine you all here. Oh, I just touched my microphone. I actually got my microphone working today. Now I wonder if I just turned myself off. No, I didn't. Yay! You never know with me. I imagine you're all sitting in here and we're chatting and everyone's got a mug of something tasty and we're just gabbing away while we all work on things. That's the way I like to imagine it. But sometimes I do get things done better, especially concentraty things when it's just quiet. I even turn off my music, and that takes a lot to turn off my music. I've usually got music going in here all the time. So I had to put a new little frog here because we put the little frog there who was here. So we put his little friend there. Anyhow, the text block is in and it's yummy. Oh, let's take you out. I put these in so that if the glue is still a little tacky from adding in the text blocks, the wings, it'll stick to this rather than stick to the last page. So we're going to work on, I bet is there one in the front? No, I already took it out. All right, you'll notice this. Oh, I just love this. It's, if you recall, a few weeks ago, I found a big, huge roll. Well, no, not huge, but a lot of tulle. And in just the perfect color. It's sort of a champagne color. There's a little bit of sparkle to it. So I used my handy dandy awl and I just tore up the edge a bit and put it over the front just to give it sort of a little mysterious, wispy feeling to it before you turn it. And then there's our first page. And I was able to glue the first page down because they didn't put the date on the other side of it. Sometimes that can make a challenge in having to remember not to glue down one of those pages and then trying to come up with a way to make it look nice. Here, I'll show you what I mean. I've got to go find the hot dogs. So I worked on the hot dog partners the other day. Just put a few little last minute. Let me see if I can pull this up a bit. There, that's better. I like to keep it at an angle so that I can still see my screen, so that I know that I'm within the confinements of the screen. Anyhow, I had decided with the Sunnyside Skinny Dips, the naked journals, that a Two Nanas bookmark won't go with them. The Two Nanas bookmarks, in and of themselves, take me probably about 45 minutes to make, just for a bookmark. So the point of a skinny dip is to make a fun little affordable Sunnyside journal that others can decorate themselves and make their own. But for this little guy, what I did was I put the original front page in the front, but because they put the year it was printed, 1931. It's an old book. It was in lovely condition. I wanted it to still be accessible so the person, the new owner, can go, oh yeah, this book's from 1931. I mean, it's just going to be a matter of a few years and this book will be 100 years old. So I put it there. I thought that's a good spot to put it, and I had to fortify it because this paper was terrible, really, really mushy. So I fortified the fold with some washi tape and some really good quality glue, and I think it will be just fine. And then in the back here, instead of a tune in this bookmark, I put a little Catherine. And for anyone who doesn't want me staring at them from out of their book, and I can understand that, you could probably pick that off, peel it off, and go to town collaging. It's your journal. You do as you wish. This is going to be a fantastic book. I always look for empty books where people purchase. I mean, it's sad that they, for whatever reason, gave up on it, but there are people that will buy an entire pad of watercolor paper and maybe use 2 sheets and then donate the rest of the pad of paper. Or same with journaling paper, journaling books. I find empty, unused journaling books all the time at my thrift stores. So this was really beautiful quality invitation paper. Anyhow, so this book really is truly, I stuck to my guns, and it is completely naked. And I even did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and you know what? My hat's off to all of you who do pamphlet stitches for your journals. Wow, wowie. I will stick to my 6-hole running stitch. I honestly believe a hidden hollowback spine with a 6-hole running stitch is so much easier than this kind of journal. This is tricky stuff. Maybe if I did it more often, I wouldn't find it so tricky, whereas it's just second nature to me now to do a book with the hidden hollowback spine. And if you're not sure what I mean by that, is this text block has been put in so that the text block is suspended there in the spine, and that means when this person wants to write in here, it's going to lay open, and she will be able to write in her journal, and it will be comfortable for her. And it's just a nice thing to do. And then there's the 6-hole running stitch, which is certainly more than enough to hold together a book like this. Oh, I'm so in love with this book. I really am. I had a little bit of fun here. That's from Grungy Edith. Remember Grungy Edith? I had leftovers of Grungy Edith, so I used some twisted embroidery thread, and I ran it through the holes from this check register. And I love us Canadians, we spell check like when you write a check to pay the rent. It's spelled the French way, but pronounced still check. And I believe the British over UK do as well. Not sure about Australia. I bet Australia does too. Anyhow, I found a huge pad of these, and they're big papers. Like there's always tons of leftovers just from one sheet. It's one of my favorite finds next to my this book here, the 10-year garden journal. Oh, and I've got 2 of those books. I was excited to find the first one, and then a while later I found another one. So, and I'm not even halfway through tea dyeing the first one. So I've got oodles to last me for a long, long, long time. Anyhow, I'm already off topic, so let's get back on topic. We're working on end papers today. And I came up with a very interesting idea. Let's get these out of the way. Let's get this here. For the end papers, for this paper, I've got bits of lace everywhere. I want to use all these little pieces in there, but I've got to be careful because I don't want to bulk it too much. I've been really enjoying this book for the 4 Little Mischiefs, and it every so often has full page, like here, where this is like a full sticker. The whole page is a sticker. How cool is that? And there's several of them in the book. Let me find one here. There's another one with a little squirrel, snails, butterflies, oh, ladybugs, or if you were one of my little kids, leggy bugs. Oh, there's another one there with bunnies. Isn't that pretty? Really, really pretty. Anyhow, I decided on the one I want to use. So we're going to use these as our end papers. Where is it? I thought I put a... Oh, it's back here. Whew. I thought I used one of my favorite little tabby things. There we go. This is it. I love it. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got some hooty owls looking out at you. It's got a little bird. Some beautiful flowers. Is that a mushroom here? Or is that another kind of flower with seeds coming out of it? I don't know. But I like it. And these 2 marry up. So, and the leaves here all marry up. Anyhow, so here's my thinking is I am going to trust this glue, but if necessary, I am going to use my art glitter glue to hold down the corners if necessary. I've already measured. It should be, we should have no problem fitting this. Nobody's there. You're all right. You can go back to sleep. I'm just sorry I'm off of the page right here, but as ever, I am using a file folder. We're using junk for our junk journal. Isn't that nice? I might try and find places to use the rest of this because that's still sticker. Let's do this one. Oh. Let's move you. Oh, I read the story of Jeremy Fisher, and there was a reason why he was fishing. And it was a noble gesture. He had friends coming over for a meal, and he knew that one of them would enjoy worms. I could feel something under there, or is it under here? sorry. I'm just thinking out loud. I want it smooth. And he knew one of them might enjoy some small minnows. I can still feel it there. What is it that I'm feeling? Is it a lump on my desk? It's a lumpy desk, so it wouldn't surprise me. Let's put you under here, and we'll see if we still feel it. Anyhow, he was having friends over. Yeah, it was the lumpy desk. Okay. Phew! Thank goodness it was just a lumpy desk. There. I like the darkness here. I think that will be really nice for end papers. So that's why he wanted to catch fish. And what was cute, what I thought was so cute about it, Beatrix Potter, what a lovely imagination. It's a frog, and he doesn't mind the dampness. Like she mentions that right in the beginning. His home, the floor is all damp and boggy, and he likes it that way. But in order to go fishing, what does he do? He puts on his Macintosh, so his raincoat, and some rubber boots to go fishing. Look how cute he is. A cute little guy. So there you go. And it all works out. There is a little bit of drama in the middle. It wouldn't be a story without drama, but I don't want to give away the drama. But I'll put your mind at rest that Jeremy is fine at the end. Alrighty, so let's just cut these apart for now, and then we will trim them. We'll trim them a little better once I see what size I need. Oh, I think she hears. Oh, you know what she might be hearing is You're all right. Come here, Lace. Good girl. Thank you for being on the watch, but we're all right. I've been slowly. What I try to do is our Kidney Foundation will come and pick up right from your house donations, which is wonderful for me. So as I've mentioned it before, I always try to have a box out in my hallway, and I try to put one thing in it every day, even if it's an item of clothing or something in the cupboard. I always look at it and I go, have I used this in 3 years? Is this precious? Like, did it belong to someone special? And if it doesn't meet all my criteria, and it's certainly not Marie Kondo's criteria, then it goes into the box. I try my best to put one thing in the box every day, and then I try my best to remember, you have to call them. They don't just automatically come. And I try my best to have the box, at least one box ready for pickup every month, and to try and declutter. I can't believe how much clutter 2 people can gather, and we even really decluttered from the big house we were in when there were so many children still at home. When you do a Brady Bunch thing, and then some of them even bring extras home, the house is full of things. At one point, we even in the basement had quite a bit of things he's such a sweetheart. My husband had his late wife's late parents, a lot of their things still in the basement. And so that meant some sorting through to make sure that they went to the owners that would appreciate them, and or else that everyone got tried, and if nobody wanted them, then they went to a good home. All right, so the best way to do this for me is to use a template, but make it a little bit longer. That's not bad. And I want to make sure that I get most. Yeah, that's going to work out well. Okay. Maybe I should do the back one first. Ugh. I've got to remember these things. Do the back one first. That way, if there's any lessons to be learned, I can learn it on the back one. And first of all, I know for sure I want these two little fellows peering out on the back page. So I want as much of them as possible. Now I need to know there. I think that looks good. This will make sure that I have right angles everywhere. And then I can trim down from there. Right? Right. Sorry if I'm not completely in. And then you. Oh, I'm so excited about these end papers. I often wondered, what am I going to do with these massive stickers that are in these books? And this is what I'm going to do. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's going to work out nice. Let's get these out of the way. So I'm going to take from this side when the time comes. And here's why. Remember when I used various things? For various reasons, sometimes I like using my tweezers to dig in here and get these old end papers up. I'm going to start playing with it again, and I've got to not do it. I like that. I also like, I have a vintage knife. This one is so perfect because it's not very sharp anymore. So it's just right. I won't dig right into the book. I have to be very, very careful when I use my bookbinder's knife that my son-in-law created for me. This, I've had a few people ask about this. This was a cheese knife. So it was as blunt as this side. I asked him when it was that blunt, because he sharpens knives. And I asked him, I said, do you think you can get something that thick to be as sharp as a razor blade? And he's so sweet. He's such a sweetheart. Big, huge smile on his face. And he said, are you kidding me? I can't wait. And he did it. And this can be really, really handy. And I did not think of this knife. I learned this from Sophia at Save Your Books. I don't think she's done a video in a long time, but her old video's over on her channel, so go look it up. Just go up into the search, save your books. So save your, not like savior, save your books. And oh my goodness, what you will learn. I mean, that's how many years ago I learned to cover bricks and use bricks. That was from Sophia. And she's the one that taught me about these knives. She does them herself. But you have to be very careful because they're so sharp. You can go right through the book cloth. She's incredible with them. I watch her. She's like a surgeon, but she's trained, right? I went to the university, the Junk Journal University of By Guess and By Golly. I think many of us went to that university. But Sophia, whoa, she's good. Anyhow, that's why sometimes you cut back on the old end papers so that when I want to put in the new end paper, see how I'm going to have a nice fresh edge there, whereas this paper might not have fit previously, or I might have had to cut a little bit differently because of these rounded edges. So, and like brought it in a little shorter, and depending on what I want to save. I hope that makes sense. So this is going to be, I'm just going to get my pencil. I rearranged my desk a bit, and it has me a little, I do this to myself. I like to hope that it's good for my brain to have to find things again. No, not there. Come on, pencil. Pencil! So I just bring it up a bit, take it to where I think it's going to be, take it a little bit further out, and that's where I think I'm going to need to cut that off. All right, so that's good. Now, for the front one, which is so important because I want that birdie. Let me trim this first. Oh yeah, that's gonna, oh, these leaves are almost the same, and that's just a fluke. Look at that. So excited. Okay. Sorry. Genuine excitement here. It's just the way it is. Let me put that away. This knife scares me. Greg is that good. And he's that enthusiastic. He'll show up at my house and he'll say, "Do you need any knives you need me to take away?" Because he just loves to sharpen knives. And it's not even his job. This is just something he's passionate about. His job he's passionate about. Thank goodness. He is a medic. He drives an ambulance and saves lives. He's a hero. We like to call him a hero. So there we go. All right. So let's make sure. Let's cross our fingers I didn't take too much off. I did not. That's going to be nice. That still leaves me a little more room to trim for when I'm done. Oh, that's going to look so pretty. I love that it looks like nighttime. Okay, so let's see what we need here. I'm running out of time here. We're at 29 minutes. All right, so I think I'm going to do the same thing. I want that top. That's important to me. So what I'll eventually do, while I'm thinking about it is I will see if these want to peel back a bit, and if they do, you know, the good old fingernail test, that's when I'll get the art glitter glue out and make sure that it's down securely. And I will also use Distress ink and darken up this raw edge, because that will just glow and drive me out of my mind. All right, I want as much of this as possible. That moved. Did you see that? No, I think I did okay. I did okay. Did I do okay? I did okay. All right, now, let's take this one off for now. Just a little bit. All right. I think I can lose some space. I don't want to lose any of that birdie's wings. I might have to lose a bit because of the curve. That'll be all right. Let me check. I'm over here. I'm sorry. If I have that there, and then I have this here. All right, that's what we're going to take off. I hope all this is making sense to you. It's making sense in my brain. So just follow along with me and we'll see where we end up together. So if I end up, yeah, I'll lose a little bit of the wing, I think. So this is going to determine where I have to cut, is this curve here. And all right, 1, 2, 3, let's just do it. There, the commitment cut. It's like when we go get our hair cut, ladies. We just do the commitment cut. I had to do a commitment cut last week. I think I took about 3 inches off my hair. It felt good though afterwards. Oh yeah, and we didn't even lose any of the wing. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now let's see what we want off here. And the reason I'm doing, rather than completely just copying the measurements of the back end paper, is sometimes really old books are not symmetrical. So you can, if you want, just make them both the same size and just get it all done with. But I've done that before, and then in the end, when it came time to glue them in, there was wailing and gnashing of teeth on my part. So I'm going to give myself some room to take some of that off. But there'll still be more trimming to do before it gets glued in. And it won't get glued in for a while yet, because I like to decide whether I'm still, am I for sure done poking things through, or am I going to want to poke anything through here? Do you know what I mean? So, oh, that's beautiful. Look how nice that is. That really, it looks like it's just always been that way, hasn't it? So the owner will be able to open up, and there will be here's your journal. Have fun. Fill it up. Yeah, okay, I'm happy. All right, so we have got our end papers. Ta-da! The next time we get together, because I'm going to go and get some lunch for my little friend and I, I'm going to have some fun and put in some little tags, some little tucky spots. We have got to put some Edith Holden in, and I'd like to put a bit more fabric in, but I don't want to bulk it up too much more. And I've got this bridal lace that I'd also like to put somewhere. And of course, we can't forget the last little bit of the mull that was in the book. The other side of this mull is on the front cover, is right here. Look how beautiful you are. So sweet. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed listening to me argue with myself over these end papers. But in the end, get it? In the end, I think we made a good decision. I think these are going to look beautiful inside this little book. I love the black. The black looks mystical to me. All right, I'm off. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you're safe. My heart is heavy what's going on in the world right now, so I'm trying to keep our little place here a safe zone for escaping, even if it's just for 37 minutes. So I hope you're safe and healthy wherever you are, and we'll get together soon. Take care. Bye.